Do you hate ads? I hate ads. You know what I love? Patreon.com/inkdependence, where patrons get access to a patron-only Discord, ad-free videos, and the joy of knowing they help support this channel. Hello folks, welcome to Inkdependence. I'm Mike, and today I have a new pen day to show you. This is from Tom's Studio and Atlas Stationers. They hooked me up with this pen for review when I was at the Chicago Pen Show recently, and they said, you know, what have you not tried? And I said, well, I haven't tried this one. I think I'm going to meet Tom when I go up there for the sidewalk sale at the end of the summer, so I'm looking forward to that. At Tom and his studio make some really interesting things. I mean, they're known for things like this, the Lumos, which I'll be talking about some other time. Also the Ren and a whole bunch of inks. I've been enjoying their inks quite a lot, and the Ren is quite good. Oh wait, there's writing on the inside of here. Hold on. I thought this was just a sleeve. It's not. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, look at this. You can't use up creativity. The more you use it, the more you have. Well, that seems good. Maya Angelou, she was kind of local to us over in Winston-Salem at Wake Forest. All right, train tracks. Nibs start riding like this one, flexed, unscrew. Let's got like some troubleshooting. That's really interesting for the flex nibs and how to fill it and all that jazz. That's pretty cool. So it does come with a bunch of different available nibs. This one is not a flex nib. I'm not much of a flex writer, and so I wasn't going to go for that. But you can get this pen in lots of different modes, or at least lots of different kinds of nibs. You can get them from extra fine semi-flex, a pro flex nib, which looks like a dip pen nib to my eye, then fine, medium, cursive italic, architect, and titanium flex. So the regular ones like this are going to cost, I guess the regular ones will cost $101. The Architect, which is what's on here, is $106. It's a little bit more expensive. Titanium, $127, and so is the ProFlex. So under $130 for any of these. That's pretty good. Let's take a look at this thing. Really nice presentation box here. There's our pen. What else do we have in here? Oh, more paperwork and art and such. Oh, look at this tree. That's fine. Grow Mighty Roots. Oh, the pen is kind of the roots. That's fun. From small seedlings. Oh, Grow Mighty Roots. Oh, okay, cool. I see what you're doing there. We have a little message here from Tom, the designer and maker here. That's very cool. The first pen I ever made. So he started off making these sort of offset dip pens for his wife, who I believe is a calligrapher, although I haven't met either of them. I don't know their whole story, but I imagine I'll get some of that later on this summer. But switched to making fountain pens and all these really interesting fiber tip pens and all kinds of things in addition to the dip pen stuff. So this color is called Sage, and it is, I thought, the prettiest of them. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 7 different colors. This one's pretty beautiful. There's also this color, which is what they call this one, raspberry, and then I have one in, I want to say forest or something like that. It's a dark green. Might be ivy. It's probably ivy is what my other one's called. But you have this nice golden finial up here with a little dip in it. I kind of like this dip. I think that's fun. I've seen that on a few pens recently, and I like the dip. The other side is a very simple, just kind of dome shape. It's a very simple feeling pen. It's anodized and probably aluminum. Let me look up some stats here. Yep, anodized aluminum, gold-plated finial. Cool, cool, cool. Also a very lightweight pen in my hand. Like, this is much lighter than, say, this Diplomat I was just playing with. It feels like it weighs like half as much, give or take, as the Diplomat. So very, very nice lightweight pen here. When you unscrew it, which doesn't take that many turns, actually. Let's see how many turns we've got here. I don't have any landmarks, so I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. 1, 1.5. Oh, a little over 1.5 turns. Right about 1.5 turns, I think. I don't see an inner cap in here, but I do see a nice shelf. You see that, like, that ring there? That's the shelf, which will block off air from getting around the nib, so that's pretty cool. The nib here is labeled a BB, a double broad, and it's got Tom Studio written on there. Very simple design on the nib, but it's actually not a double broad anymore. It has been architected. An architect nib is also sometimes known as a Hebrew italic. But you have this sort of wedge shape to the nib. And I am very picky about architect nibs. I'm interested to see how I'm gonna like this. I was interested to try this out. Let me just like scribble a little bit on here. How's this feel? Oh, that actually feels very good. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So an architect nib will often write a little bit, sort of like a a rotated stub or something. So stubs will generally give you a thick downstroke and tiny cross strokes. This will give you very thin downstrokes and wide cross strokes, which is really a fun thing to do, and done well. These can be very comfortable. This feels very smooth. It didn't feel chattery or anything like that. It's got a fairly nice contact patch there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's like Hey folks, I just wanted to bust in here and do a little writing sample with this here Architect Nib that I have now inked up. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. So as you can see, this does give you very nice lines. It's quite wet. I'm using a Tom Studio ink here called Iris, and this Architect Nib will definitely give you thin verticals and also much thicker horizontal strokes. So you can get quite a lot of variation here. It's interesting that it started out as a double broad and they don't appear to sell just a regular old double broad. I bet that would be pretty nice though if they did. So yeah, this is a very pleasant nib to write with. It does have a big contact patch on the bottom, as I thought it would, and so it's quite comfortable to write with and make these quite large lines. Also, you can get extremely fine if you just want to write with just the tip there. And it does write a bit on the reverse, although it's clearly not, I don't think, ground for that, but you can get very, very fine if you write on the reverse, which is just a tiny little point. So yeah, there you go. There's a little writing sample for you. Let's open this thing up. Takes far more turns to unscrew this, which is fine. You have a Schmidt converter in here. I think this is a Schmidt converter. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like one of the Monteverdes or something. Not really sure who makes this style with the little clear end. These are a bit shorter than a regular converter, but just a little bit. Usually any converter will work in these. Any standard international converter, there it is. There's the nipple in there. You can pop a standard international cartridge on there if you like. In order to fill this pin that way, you just take the cartridge and just poke it on there until you feel a give. You'll kind of feel the pop, and then just screw the pin back together. To fill it up when it has a converter on there, you just press the converter on there until it's snug. Like so. Screw this down to the bottom. Submerge your nib in ink up to here. You want to make sure that you are all the way in the ink, so you're not just sucking air up into here. And then simply, turn the piston knob the other way, and it will suck ink up into the converter. And you can just put it together and start writing. It's a very simple process. Sometimes people are a little bit worried about that, but very simple process. I always like to clean this off as well, because then it'll keep that from getting inky on my fingers. I don't think this is very slippery. It's got actually, you can see a little bit of texture, I think, and that shine. It's got a little bit of texture on the anodizing, so that feels like it's going to have a little bit of grip to it. I like that. I think that's going to feel pretty good. Does it post? It does post. I don't know if I'd want to post it. See, it feels like there's a fair amount of weight right here. I think you can post this, but I don't think most people are going to want to. I think it's going to feel back heavy if you do. Also, there's no like interior cap here, so you might scuff up your anodization if you post it and you aren't careful. So I'd say like probably don't post it. Just kind of hold this in your other hand. This actually has a very pleasing weight. Wow, the finial here. Can I get a shot down in there? What's going on in there? Huh, nothing. I'm just this unscrews. Doesn't feel like it. Huh, this is like very heavy right here. It's kind of nice to hold in my hand. I can't explain why exactly. It just kind of is. Yeah, that's actually feels nice. So I just hold it like this and right away. I'm getting excited to try to use this one. I'm gonna have to put some ink in here and see what we've got. But I'll do a full review of this some other time. This is just a little quick look new pen day unboxing situation that we're doing here. So yeah, check these out over at the Atlas website. You can use this code right here, inkdependence, at checkout, or follow the link in the description for my affiliate program over there at Atlas. That will give you 10% off, and also it throws a little bit of cash back my way in the form of store credit, so that I can buy other stuff to show you and play with. It also lets them know that you saw this here, so feel free to click that. All right, that's it. Thanks very much for watching. I will see y'all in another video very soon. Until next time, think about what you put out in the world, make it a better place. Peace out, y'all.